Namaste creators, welcome back to Just Be Kind channel. My name is Angela and today we're going to be talking about 3 secrets to actually help you and speed up your manifestation. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving you a special, most secret, big bonus that has completely changed my manifestation. And if you stay till the end, I'll give you that bonus that I have prepared for you. Now, before I go into this whole 3 secrets that I have prepared for you that I have experienced myself, I wanted to talk about a little bit about the foundation of actually what is law of attraction and what are the tools that we have nowadays for you to work on your manifestation. Now, law of attraction, of course, if you're here, is because you want to manifest something that you really desire or you're hoping to achieve, right? Now, the tools for that manifestation and most of the things that I'm going to mention, you know about it, and they're extremely powerful. But these are tools for your actual manifestation. This is not the thing that's going to get you the manifestation. So think about it this way. You are baking a cake and you have the base, right? Like the flour and I guess the eggs and the butter per se. But then you need the actual secrets into the ingredient, into the actual preparation to make the cake happen. So I'm just gonna give you the actual ingredients that makes the cake actually happen and actually taste good at the end of the day. So the basic things that we have is, you probably are familiar with this, is visualization, which is great. I don't want to say that they don't work, because you need them in the law of attraction. You need them in design to make it work, right? So visualization is the first one. The second one is affirmations. Now, there is a bunch of affirmations that you can find anywhere in YouTube, and I've done it myself, many affirmations, and they are great because they help you with your mind, they help you to reprogram your mind, and this is great for manifestation. And the last one, and it's quite powerful, and many people have used this, is scripting. Now, scripting is really tricky. I want to say tricky because the reason why I want to say tricky is you have to believe that what you're putting down in that paper is actually going to become true. Now, not only believing that what you are writing in your paper is going to become true, but the way you're writing it also makes an effect. It has an effect, it has a reaction towards this manifestation, right? So those are the basic things that I found that are the most common, and people actually do them, and these work to some degree, not to the whole manifestation that you want, right? Now, the first thing, and maybe if you have a pen and paper, you can write this down. I really would like for you to take notes on this and implement it right away, right? So the first thing will be to be conscious. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Angela, but what do you mean being conscious? And one of the first steps into the law of attraction is to become aware and to become present. Now, I know conscious and being present might be 2 different things, but is it really? Think about it. Being present and conscious and aware of your surroundings is completely is quite the same if you really think about it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so being present and being conscious and aware, right? And what I mean by being present and conscious about this specific moment is that you need to be present not only in body, but also in mind, because you might be thinking, well, Angela, I am present all the time, right? I go to work, I watch a movie, I eat, I'm with my family, and I'm there. But are you really there? Are you really there all the time with your family and with the people that surrounds you? And let me tell you something, the answer is no. You see, the problem is that most of our time, we either are thinking in the past or in the future, but we're never thinking about our present. Now, you probably are looking at me and thinking about something else. You're either thinking about the future or about the past, but you're not concentrating right here with me. So let me ask you these questions. How many times are you actually aware and present during your day? Not many, right? If I tell you, and if I go back to your day and I ask you about a lady that was sitting right next to you, and I ask you about what type of hair she had, or what type of clothes she had, or what shoes she was wearing, unless you're not fully present, you would not be able to give me all her details. And the reason is because you're present physically, but your mind and your heart might be somewhere else. You see, the biggest problems when it comes to law of attraction is that people pretend to do all of this visualization and this affirmation and this scripting at the beginning of their day, but throughout the day, they completely forget about this. They completely become not present to make that manifestation happen. Because, for example, let's say you go to Amazon and in the morning you go and you place your order. You know, you want to order whatever, boxing gloves, right? You place your order. So just let's think about Amazon being the universe. You go in the morning, you place your order, and you start your day, right? If you start living your day just being present and not thinking, oh, when is gonna my delivery gonna arrive? Is it gonna arrive at what time? Let me keep checking. Then you start paying too much focus on that, and for some extraneous reason that I don't even know, maybe the package get lost, or maybe the package doesn't arrive the time that you need it to arrive. So you start focusing on the past, or you start focusing on the future, and you miss the opportunity of being here right now. Instead, if you do the last thing that I'm going to share with you at the end of the video, then your manifestation will happen quickly. Your delivery will be prime even if it wasn't prime, right? In Amazon. And this is why you need to be conscious and present at all times. Because when you do become present, when you do become conscious and aware of your surroundings, life completely change. And that thing that I'm about to share with you at the end of the video will make the whole thing a big game changer. But you must become present. So imagine if you were present with me right now, and you were enjoying this moment of teaching. You were enjoying taking notes and just taking it as it is. No question, no nothing, just knowing that when you write this information and you implement it in your life, it's going to be a big changer and speed up your process for manifestation. Now, the second thing, and is really, really important, it's letting go. And what do I mean by letting go? What I mean by letting go is in two aspects, in the physical aspect and in the spirituality aspect. Now you might be saying, okay, I'm not that spiritual. I don't know about spirituality. I don't believe in God and all of these different things. But the reality is that everything's spiritual, okay? And you don't need to believe in God or anything to know that there is something higher and bigger than you, right? Therefore, that's why there is this law of attraction, this energy in motion that is always happening, right? So I'm not going to discuss about the higher self or whatnot. I'm just going to talk about letting go, right? So you have two aspects of letting go. You have the aspect of letting go in your physical life, sorry, and you have the aspect of letting go in your spiritual life. Now, the declutter in your physical life could be a lot of personal belongings, right? This is one thing that I did, I think, like 1.5 years ago. And ever since, my life has completely changed. Like, it has completely transformed. I've been traveling from this place to another place. And of course, now we're in pandemic. But before pandemic, I was traveling back and forth. And what I did, let me share with you what I did. What I did is I decluttered. And ever since I started decluttering, I continue decluttering throughout my year. So what I did is I used to see my clothes and say, okay, do I like it? Does it bring me joy? If it didn't, I will completely trash away. But you have to be honest here, because the third one that I'm going to give you is quite connecting to this one. You have to actually be honest with yourself. You have to know and be honest and say, do I really like this clothes or shirt or pants? Or is it one of those things that, oh, when I lose weight and I look skinny, then I'll wear it? So you're living in the future. You know what I mean? So you have to be really honest with yourself and declutter all of your different things. Because once you start decluttering on the physical level, eventually it will manifest in your physical life with the things that you want. So that's one part of letting go. The second part of letting go is detaching from the outcome. Now, yes, you are looking forward to a specific goal for your manifestation. Let's say you want to have the biggest dream, the biggest house of your dreams, right? And you take a picture of the biggest house of your dreams and you want it this way, and you have visualized it that it's going to have stairs and it's going to have a big what you call it, bathroom, and all of these different things, and you visualize it and you script it and you have a big picture in front of your computer, because you know you're going to get that one. But what happens if you don't get that one? What happens if you don't get the exact same house? You're going to be heartbroken, and then you're going to go into this whole thing about low vibrations, that the universe will definitely work towards some manifestation, but it's not going to be the manifestation that you want. So what I'm saying here is that you need to be able to detach from the outcome. You set your intentions. You know you want that big house with that big pool, with that huge garden, but you detach because you know at the end of the day that it's going to happen, if you include the last bonus thing that I'm going to share with you, right? So the biggest problem with all of this is that we don't detach from our outcome. We stick together to something that, for example, you say, okay, I want to go to school and I'm going to get this job. But what happens if at the end of the day, you work so hard, go to school, and then you don't end up going or getting that job that you thought you would get? How many of you have ever gone to school, and maybe you can write this down, how many of you have ever gone to school and then you want this job and then you end up working in something completely different than what your profession is? Because it happens. But that's the universe telling you that that's not the way it is. And you need to learn how to detach for you to be able to actually connect and understand which manifestation is for you, which is your path, which is your journey. Because when you do this, when you do let go, you're going to find peace and you're going to be guided by the universe and not by the society or your own thoughts. Imagine if you didn't have to do anything. Imagine if you have to be present, enjoying every single moment. Imagine if you have to be happy all the time. I'm not saying like happy, like sharing, like, oh, good energy, because I am super introvert. But imagine if you were at peace, at joy, at bliss, and you detach, and you just witness. How will life will be so much easier, that you didn't have to worry about anything. So that's the second one. The third one, and I think this is, and I put it last before the bonus, because I think this is the base of everything, right? Because many times, so let me tell you, the third one is to be real. And I'm saying this because, let's be real, we are conditioned by society. That is the truth. We are conditioned by society, and it's so normal and it's so okay with it. And this is why you need to be true with yourself. This is why you need to find what is the true manifestations that you want in life, because that's what happened with the detaching part of it. For example, I just want to give you a quick example. If you are surrounded by people in school, or if you are surrounded in a company that does boxing, or not boxing, that's some random, let's say painting. Okay, you're following on me. Let's say you are in an environment that everybody is an artist and everybody was born with a talent, and you have your parents or peer pressure, or somebody that's telling you that you gotta do art, and they have to tell you, hey, listen, you have to learn how to be an artist. You need to know how to draw like this painting, or you need to know how to sing, or you need to know how to be a doctor, or you need to know how to be a lawyer. But that is society talking. That is people raising you in your environment to tell you which direction to go. Now, I'm not telling you it's bad, because to some degree and to some point, you do need that direction. But what I'm telling you is that you need to find what is actually the thing that you want. Because if you let yourself build and be guided through all of these different opinions of what you should do and what you shouldn't do, then you will end up into getting that manifestation that might not be connected to your actual destiny. You're following me? So getting real, actually getting to know yourself. What is it that I truly want? What is it that I visualize and resonates with me? Because when you do get this, when you do become real with yourself, everything changes. Your manifestations are aligned. Your manifestation is aligned with your mind, with your body, with your spirit, with everything. And that will speed up your manifestation just like that. And now the last one, and I thank you so much for being patient with me, to stay with me, to give you the last one and the most powerful technique that I found, powerful secret for law of attraction. Are you ready? That is to trust and flow. So if we think about it and we connect the dots, you use your vision, your being able to visualize, you use your scripting, your affirmations. But on top of all of those tools that you already know, imagine if you include being present. Imagine if you include decluttering and letting go and detaching from the outcome, knowing what you truly want. And finally, the cherry that goes on top of that manifestation is trusting. You see, the problem is that we worry so much about the future. We are in a moment where we are in a pandemic. There is fear out there. There is fear, there is anxiety. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know when you're going to get back to work. You don't know when you're going to go back to see a cinema in a movie. And you have this fear. What's going to happen with my kids? What's going to happen with my life? But what if you were just to trust and flow with the universe? If the universe is showing you this video right now, it's because he wants you to trust in the universe. He wants you to know that you're going to be fine. And believe me, I was one of those people who said that I trusted, but I never really trusted. Because humans like to get control of things. Humans like to know what's going to be next. What's going to happen next? How am I going to do this? What's happening in 5 days? What's going to happen in 5 years? Get your goal setting for 5 years, 10 years. How do you see yourself in all of these different years coming up? And I'm not saying that's wrong. That's not wrong. That is completely fine. But what I'm telling you is, you don't need to worry about what's going to happen next. Because as long as you take action in life, as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep fighting for your dreams and doing what you're supposed to do, being calm, detaching from the outcome, knowing who you are, and trusting and flowing, the universe will give you like this. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please click your thumbs up button. If you have learned anything at all, please do put your comments below in the text and let me know if this actually works for you. Let me know your experience and how this actually can happen for you. And last but not least, if you haven't already done so, please do hit that thumbs up button and the little subscribe button, because this year I'm dedicated to make videos for you guys, to inspire you, and the most important thing, guys, to remind you that that being kind with yourself is the most important thing out of all the things that I've just said. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.